go. Squish my chair up a little bit. So just staring at the top of my head. Okay. There we go. All right. Good evening, everyone. Sorry. There's something in my teeth. And now's a great time to do that on stream. Anyway, sorry, 1 second. There, okay. That was great timing. Discover I had something caught in my teeth while I'm on camera. And I don't want to do this for like... Gross. I'm probably going to anyway. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Dumb Ways to Die, where we're playing a game that I have only found one way to die in so far, but I'm sure there will be others eventually. Namely, Broken Sword. The first one. The Shadow of the Templars. The director's cut, except it's not the director's cut, it's the original version that came with the director's cut. So, when we left off, we were in a hospital, and we managed to connive our way past this very demanding patient to see this other patient who supposedly knows something about what we're trying to do, I guess. I'm not entirely clear as to why we're actually talking to this guy. I don't really know how we got this guy's name. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, maybe the game didn't explain it properly, I am not sure. But, whatever, we're here now.
It was a life-sized marble figure of a guy in robes. The sculptor had tried to give him a look of paternal authority and concern. To my mind, he looked just plain constipated.
I don't think that's the right description for this statue. That is not a guy in robes, that's the Virgin Mary and Jesus. Yes, shrug.
He sat like a statue of a sack of potatoes, but the cop's eyes were as watchful as a hawk's. I'm Dr. Stobart.
Bonjour, docteur.
Have you heard of a guy called Marquet?
He's in quarantine, doc, right behind this here door.
Marquet is just the man I wanted to see.
I wouldn't go in there if I was you. He has anthrax.
Oh my.
I have to visit my patient.
What for?
Routine. I have to check he's still breathing.
What if he's not?
I'll sign the certificate and register his bed as vacant.
That's a cold and distant attitude to death.
I mean...
Well, I've been institutionalized to the point of godlike aloofness.
The white coat suits you.
Thanks.
I mean, I didn't hear him say no, so that means I can go in, right?
Have you seen any suspicious characters on the ward?
Yeah, I have.
A gorilla and a weasel?
No, this was a tatty old bear.
How is the bear acting suspiciously?
Well, he was wearing a homburg.
Is that against the law?
No, but it's pretty weird for a bear.
Don't you think it's possible that the bear was a man in disguise?
Well, obviously, I'm not completely stupid. But who would go to the bother of disguising himself as a bear? It's not as if he'd blend in with the surroundings. I checked with base to see if any bears had been reported missing from the zoo or a traveling circus. They told me to sit tight until reinforcements arrive. I guess they're right. I'd be stupid to tackle a bear single-handed.
Fair enough. But to answer your question, the same kind of person who would go about dressed as a clown and a leprechaun. Hello, Magafort. Yes, let's do a malpractice. Malpractice ho!
Do you recognize this red nose?
Don't get cute with me.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I have never seen him before.
What if he was disguised as a bear? Would you recognize him then?
Do you recognize this gem?
It isn't an emerald, is it?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks. Are you Thomas Merlin of Gruber Electronics?
No.
Then you won't be needing this. What do you think this tool is used for?
Branding mice without bending down.
Wow. That is definitely a unique answer.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamet?
No. It sounds Middle Eastern.
Can you think of any sensible use for this plaster?
Sensible? No. Puerile? Yes. But you've probably thought of those already.
Zing!
Would you like to shake hands?
What for?
As a gesture of goodwill.
On reflection? No.
Aw.
What does this tissue suggest to you?
It looks as if it has been used to wipe Satan's bottom.
I hate to say it, but you could be right.
So Satan's bottom is covered in grease paint, apparently. Hello, Kobold Underlord.
Catch you later, officer.
Au revoir, Doc. If you see that bear, kick him in the nuts.
Will do.
Rather you than me, pal.
Okay, good. Yeah. Ooh. He looks like he is in bad shape. Close the door, would you? Come on.
Marquet?
Yes, I am Marquet. I've been expecting you.
You have?
Well, what are you waiting for? Get it over with.
Oh dear.
I just want to know what I should do with the gem.
The Lahmar gem.
Yeah, right here in my pocket.
I thought you were one of the assassins.
Not me. I never inhaled.
So, you were sent in my place.
Yeah. You could hardly make the trip to Ireland in your condition. What should I do with the gem?
Deliver it to the Grand Master quickly. Tell him that I have found the tripod right here in Paris.
What, you have it?
Not yet, but it's being taken care of. I hired a couple of stooges with a flair for petty crime.
Uh-oh.
Would that be Flap and Guido by any chance?
You know them?
We've met. What about the Hashashin?
Is more likely to have followed Klausner. He'll stop at nothing to prevent the reforging of the sword.
And that's bad, is it?
As for Klausner, he is gone off to Syria on a wild goose chase.
They have geese in Syria?
Come on, George. Uh-oh.
Has a theory about the location of the...
That's enough excitement for one day, Monsieur Marquet. What are you doing here?
Talking to this patient, of course.
Monsieur Marquet is my patient. If Herr Hagenmeyer was to hear that...
Okay, I'm going. I'd learned all I could from Marquet anyhow.
I'll just be moseying off now, like a completely unsuspicious person.
Ah, there you are, sir. I was just coming to look for you. I finished with your pressure gauge.
Thanks, Bunny.
What's that noise?
Oh, no.
It sounds as if someone's having a cardiac arrest.
Oh, it's the guy.
It's all right. The doctor's in there with him.
Oh, no. No. That doctor just killed him.
Are you sure he was a doctor?
Oui, monsieur. He showed me his ID. It was Dr. Braille.
There's no Dr. Braille working here.
He's an imposter.
Takes one to know
The
one.
door's locked. Help me, officer.
Oh, dear.
Stand back, monsieur.
And... Oh. And then someone immediately gets hit by the shrapnel, and we need another doctor. Oh, went out the window. Why didn't he just, like, walk out the door like a normal person? He was in the doctor's outfit and everything. He clearly got in. He could have gotten out the same way.
I found Jacques Marquet.
Did he talk?
Yeah, he talked. For the very last time.
He's dead.
Yeah. Killed in cold blood by a bogus doctor.
Who
That's
wasn't,
despicable.
who wasn't me, I swear.
What kind of guy would pass himself off as a doctor and take advantage of a dying man? Was it Khan?
No, I don't know who he was, but it certainly wasn't Khan. He got away, out the window.
Well, that was fun. Yeah, no, the animations in this game are really good, and yes, I agree, they also remind me of Torrens Passage. Definitely has that, like, 90s Sierra look to it, like, kind of the same, like, kind of Disney quality animation. It's good stuff. That guy was Jacques Marquet, who apparently was connected to the dig in Lochmarn in some way that I'm not entirely clear on. But I think he pretty much explained everything. Yeah, now George dies of anthrax. Good job. Just get yourself right in there, right within arm's reach of the dude. And hello, Demonomaniac. Going well. How are you? Some idiot 90s year. I'd play it. I mean, that's basically Assassin's Creed 1, isn't it? And 2. I know, right? Like, he must have just, like, left immediately. Just like, well, I'll just be going now. Do. No, you don't need to see my credentials. Also, like, I like how the guard was like, oh, yeah, he showed me his ID, and he didn't ask for my ID. He just like, yeah, okay, you're clearly a doctor. Go on in. I guess I got that far. They assumed that if I gotten that far, they wouldn't have needed to go to prove my identity any further than that. Hey, over Solo.
Have you ever heard of the Hashi-Ashin?
No.
Marquet said that they were his biggest enemy.
His biggest enemy was the bogus doctor.
Don't remind me. That guy was evil. He had wild, staring eyes like a dead fish. I'll never trust a doctor again.
Hey, ATM machine, good evening. No, that was not Khan. That was Jacques Marquet, who, like I said, apparently knows stuff about the gem and this Templar manuscript, and I'm not totally clear on who exactly that guy was.
Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves.
Also, it's possible that Khan was disguised as a bear, so who knows what he would have recognized. Yeah, like, I feel like he did that on purpose, the Hashi-Ashin.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Actually, let's not. I don't care about it right now.
Have you found out any more about the Knights Templar?
Yes, I have. The guy responsible for their downfall was Philippe IV, the King of France, otherwise known as Philippe le Bel.
I've heard of him.
Well, he is known to history as Philippe the Fair, but I doubt if the Templars called him that. I'm sure André will tell you all about him.
He already did.
Look, Nico, a handful of plaster.
Yeah, you showed me.
Can you think of any use for this?
That's a thing for measuring blood pressure, isn't it? What are you doing with that?
I picked it up in the hospital. It could be useful.
You ought to take it back. Don't you feel guilty?
No.
Yeah, you told us all about him last time, ATM Machine, when I was having that big long conversation with Andre Lobineau. No, it's okay. I mean, not everyone was here last time, so. Okay, so.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
What is our next move?
That's the tripod in the Croon Museum. That's the gem that Pegram found in Loch Marne.
Yeah, I guess the tripod is our next move, huh? Because Marquet said it was being taken care of, and he also mentioned Flap and Guido, which makes me think that those guys are staging a museum robbery or something.
I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one, Rousseau or Sergeant Mou? Oh, were you referring to Andre?
I'll let you work it out.
There's a lot of weirdos in this game. Let's see. Where should we go first? Let's go to the museum. Yeah, characters in this game, pronounce it as Guido.
You have left it very late, monsieur.
Late for what?
Anything? I am closing the museum soon. You wouldn't like to get locked in. I can tell you. Not in this gallery.
Why not?
It is haunted, monsieur.
You don't believe in ghosts, surely.
Oh, yes, I do. 7 years ago, a lad managed to hide in here. He'd made a bet with his friends, I suppose. When I found him in the morning, he was cold as ice and stiff as a board.
Well, what was the cause of death?
They said it was a brain tumor. But on his face was a look of stark, desperate terror such as I have never seen before.
Scary.
I was thinking he was gonna say, "Oh, I never said he was dead." I think that's how like the general American pronunciation of the name as well. Although I think also someone in this game, I forget who, did pronounce it Guido as well, which I don't know, maybe is more correct. I'm not sure.
Forget it.
Hey, hello, Raviolin. And Klutz64. No, we have not fixed the sword yet. Apparently we're not supposed to. Because Marquet said, oh, we should, wait, he said he will stop at nothing to prevent the reforging of the sword, I think? Is that what he said? So, I guess reforging the sword is bad? Or something? Yeah, it is, yes. It's a derivative of Guy, or Guy.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
Do you know anything about this psychopath murderer guy?
Have you ever heard of the Hashashin?
Why, yes, it was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the
It's
Crusades.
delicious, yes. Clarified
At
butter.
roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yes, they gave a new word to our language, assassini, the assassins.
I don't think I've ever actually had Guy. How many games involving Templar conspiracies have I done? Well, I've played several of the Assassin's Creed games, but not on stream. As far as streaming, yeah, I guess Gabriel Knight would have been one of them. Gabriel Knight 3, I think, had some stuff about the Templar conspiracies and stuff. What else? I feel like that's it. I think like I don't tend to play a whole lot of games that are set in like actual real world settings. I mean, which is not to say that I don't like them. I do. I tend to like a little urban fantasy.
How did the assassins get their name?
From the legend surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Cool. Do you have the address?
I haven't finished the story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
Hey, Blacktails.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
How did the assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
I think you ought to know that the tripod is going to be stolen.
The Lochman tripod? No.
It's true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Tell the guard that.
Before the supposed event has taken place?
I heard them planning the raid.
They're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Why don't you loan the tripod to me for safekeeping?
Because I'd never see it again.
Well, don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your point. Do you have any use for this, Andre?
Shouldn't think so, Georgie.
Do you recognize this white powder, Andre?
No.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Yeah.
Oui, monsieur?
It is.
Forget it.
It is not cocaine, although there was a guy I talked to, the cop in at the cathedral, who thought that's what it was. I guess let's go talk to the police.
Excuse me.
What do you want now?
Have you ever heard of the Hashashin, Sergeant?
What was that?
The cult of the assassins.
What are you trying to say, Stobart?
That the clown is a member of that cult.
I see. And what proofs do you have?
Proof? I arrived at my conclusion through logical deduction and...
Pseudo-intellectual people. Leave the investigation of crime to those who know best. The police.
Who are also, as far as I can tell, engaging in pseudo-intellectual piffle.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Thank you, Moo.
He doesn't. I think that's his coat. I have to look at it again.
What now, monsieur?
Oh, I guess I don't have anything to talk to you about.
No.
Oh. Alright, well,
So
never
long,
mind.
Inspector.
don't think this guy's going to be very helpful.
Hello again, officer.
Hello again, monsieur.
Nope, nothing out of you.
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure sleeve.
Don't you want to know why I'm carrying it?
No, that would be dangerously similar to making inquiries. I might get a reputation for taking my job seriously.
We can't have that, can we?
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Oh, yeah, and I can't go down the sewer yet because this guy is watching me, so I can't use my sewer key. Huh. Well, what else can I do? Don't think this guy is going to be very helpful.
Hello again.
Yes, Inspector.
Does this medical apparatus mean anything to you?
Of course. It is a device for measuring blood pressure.
What does this powder mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
I have to be going.
Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
I'm working on it. I don't think there's any point to going down the sewer again. Well, the only other place I can think of to go is the airport. Although, he did, what's-his-face did mention someone went to Syria. So maybe that's my next move? No, apparently I can't even go to Lochmarn. Alright, well I don't have any reason to go anywhere else. Huh. Alright then. Yeah, I mean, where's he getting his money?
Hi.
Hello, George.
Labino explained who the Hashashin were.
Yeah?
The cult of the assassins.
Oh, boy.
Okay, well, that was not very helpful.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Hello, cat mouths are cute. Welcome. Hey, and hello, Fixarts.
That's the tripod in the Croon Museum. That's the gem that Pegram found in Lochmarn. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces. The Night Scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a guy working on a loom. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure none of these other things are relevant right now. I think we're supposed to just concentrate on the gem and the tripod. But how am I supposed to... Am I supposed to, like, I guess prevent
I have to go.
the robbery?
Okay. Good luck.
She sounds like she's so tired of him. Like, please leave my apartment. Yeah, like, it's all pretty disjointed to me at the moment. I'm still kind of waiting for all the pieces to come together, but we're like, it's just like, we're only getting like a few small pieces of information at a time. Which, I mean, I kind of like that way of revealing things, just like little dribbles of information, which always makes me thirsty for more. To annoy people and animals in every country, yes. Huh. I keep calling it the white goat of Lochmarn with 1,000 young.
There was no obvious way into the building. Through the grimy glass, I could see several large shapes in a gloomy room.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What they were, I couldn't imagine.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Access to the side and rear of the museum building was blocked by a dense clump of bushes. A real macho guy would have plunged straight into the spiky, scratchy bushes. Not me.
At least you admit it. Yes, let me lovingly stroke this building that you apparently hate so much. Can I cut the glass with this gem? No, apparently not.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
I don't really know what you expect me to do.
Do you recognize this red nose?
I don't think so.
I already talked to you about all my inventory items.
Did I show you?
Yes, you did.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
I guess not. Thanks for... As I reached toward the display case, a shrill piping filled the air. I froze, then tried to get myself together and act nonchalantly.
No, monsieur. No, et no.
Bad,
Okay.
bad American! Slaps me on the... bops me on the nose with a rolled up newspaper.
No, monsieur.
Okay.
There's gotta be a reason I need to open that. Like, I'm pretty sure I have to hide in there. But there's probably a timing thing. I've tried doing it when he's not looking, but he just reacts anyway.
No, monsieur.
Yeah, he just turns around, even if he's facing the wrong direction.
Okay.
Yeah. Bad. Get off the furniture.
The case contained the tripod shown on the manuscript. Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say to anybody. I'm not sure what to do now.
Take a look at this nose, Labino.
It really doesn't interest me, Georgie.
Does the guy in this photo...
No?
Did I show you this gem?
Yes, you did.
What do you make of this...
Nothing.
Did I show...
Yes, you did, though I can't imagine why.
Are you sure you don't know where Alamut is?
Positive.
Do you recognize this...
No?
Do you have any...
Ah,
I'd like to share...
not now.
What is this...
Nothing.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
Rubbing my inventory on everything. We've reached that part of the game. Give me the tissue. There we go.
It was a large brass urn. There was nothing in the urn.
Wait, did I just... I thought I saw a, Oh. Oh.
A metal rod attached to the
Ah.
wall was connected to the window.
Attention! Please do not open the window, monsieur.
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar opened up across the street. The Laughing Buffalo.
So what's the problem?
They cook their burgers on a charcoal grill, and the fat falls on the open flames. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding. Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled, and it stinks like a funeral pyre. That is why I keep the windows closed.
Huh. Okay.
High above me was a window. It was a
Oops.
The totem pole looked distinctly out of place in the setting of the museum.
Oh gosh, why would you do that?
Watch out! You'll have that done on top of us!
Okay, but I can do it when he's not looking. So that's the thing I can do while he has his back turned. Interesting. Doesn't show it as like a use item.
Watch out!
Oh, wait, what? Oh, weird. Okay. Huh.
Watch out!
Touching an object is... It was a stone carving from ancient Egypt. I was no desecrator of tombs.
That's what I've been trying to do, but I don't think there is a correct timing, because no matter how far away, or no, even when he's not looking, he still reacts to me doing it. But maybe I just haven't gotten the timing down yet.
No, monsieur.
See, even when he's facing away, he turns around and says no.
Okay.
But, yeah, like, I feel like...
No, monsieur.
I'm pretty sure I have to do that at some point, but maybe now is not the
Okay.
time. I'm also wondering if, like... Maybe I have to, like, activate the alarm
No, monsieur.
on the tripod
Okay.
to, like, distract someone. Oops, didn't want to do that.
No, monsieur.
Some way to
Okay.
cut the bushes outside the museum. Oh, maybe. I don't think I can do that with anything I have, though. Yeah. It's weird because like I can mess with the totem pole when he's got his back turned. But not the sarcophagus. Nope. Sewer key isn't gonna do it. Those don't even look like they're like they don't look like they're animated. Like they look like they're part of a static background. I don't think I can do anything with them because I think they probably look like they could move otherwise. But then again, maybe not. I have been surprised in that regard before. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do at this point.
A real macho guy would have plunged straight into the spiky, scratchy bushes. Not me. Access to the side and rear of the museum building was blocked by a dense clump of bushes.
Yeah, I don't think that's a way to go. Huh. I'm not ready to ask for a hint just yet, but does anybody else who has not played the game before, do you guys have any other ideas, suggestions for things to try? Also, haven't been in the cathedral again. I should go there just to see if anything has changed, which I kind of doubt, but you never know. Maybe someone will show up. No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I've been everywhere I can go for now. Go.
I didn't have time.
Go over here. Why? Oh, what? Oh, there we go. Okay. Go. The woman in the hotel? Oh, yeah. I wish I could. I can't go to the hotel anymore. But yes, she's like my favorite NPC in this game. Lady Piermont. I'm sure she could help me get whatever it is I'm trying to get done.
I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
I've explored everything here. And...
Per disciplinum meum lux videbis.
Oh. What?
A bit of a stained glass window.
Oh.
Wow.
Interesting. Oh, that's cool.
hoping for a big insight while squinting through a hunk of statuary. Had been pretty optimistic, I guess.
Okay. Didn't know I could do that. That's cool.
Per discipline,
But yeah, that's one
a
of
bit
the...
of a stained glass window. Wow. Hoping
That is the phrase on the Templar manuscript. I wonder if that has opened up any dialogue options with Nico, maybe. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Lady Piermont is amazing, and I love her. I want to play an adventure game with her as the protagonist. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, let me see if there is anything else that I can do with that window now that I've seen that bit of the window. Yeah, the window in the museum. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to open the window somehow, but I clearly can't do it while the guard is there. So I'm thinking I probably have to get into the museum when it's closed. Or something, maybe? Yeah, I think you might be right, Kobold Underlord. Let's see. Can I actually look at that bit of the window, or is it just the same as the rest of it?
I didn't recognize
No, it's just the same response as the rest of it.
I didn't rec
All right. Innuendo overload. And I still think she's related to the Lady Piermont in Beneath a Still Sky. Because that can't be a coincidence. That there's like two extremely aristocratic, thirsty British women in adventure games. Are they the same developer? What was I just gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna go talk to Nico. I feel like I might be jumping the gun here. Like I have the feeling that I'm not supposed to investigate this particular chunk of information just yet, but I mean, it's worth following up on just to see. Oh wow, I did not know that. That's cool. Then that
Hi.
lends even more credence to my belief that they're the same character or like related somehow. It's gotta be a reference.
Hello, Josh.
One of them's gotta be a reference to the other one.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Yeah, this right here.
The Night Scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
Right, so... I don't think that really unlocked anything, though. I think I'm jumping the gun here.
I have to go.
Okay. Good luck.
It's the same Latin phrase in both cases, on the scroll and also in the church. But that is George's translation of it, because apparently he can read Latin for some reason. She kind of is, like when you leave her apartment, she does say like, "Oh, okay, where are you gonna go next?" And then George is like, "I'm gonna go talk to these people," and then that's your hint that you have to go talk to those people. But that's about all you get. Same voice actress too. No way. I mean, not no way. I believe you, but that's amazing. Okay. Now I'm really curious to know the story behind that. Like, who came up with Lady Piermont, and who decided that she is the best character ever and needs to be in every game, and why are they right? Huh. have anything to say to this guy, but I feel like I should be able to warn them that, hey, the museum's gonna get broken into.
Excuse me.
What
But
do you want
again,
now?
I have no proof. Yeah, that's his coat. Which, yes, he is not wearing, but he was wearing a coat, I think when we first met him in the cafe. I don't think it was that shade of green, though. But, I mean, the portraits and, like, the talk icons and stuff are never really, like, fully accurate to what the animated sprites look like. I don't know.
See you later, Sergeant.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like the only place with any like promising leads is the museum. But yeah, he said he'd be closing the museum soon, so there's probably something I have to do. Some kind of flag I have to trigger to get him to close the museum. But what that is, I don't know. I wonder if there's anything else I haven't interacted with in here. Do some very careful pixel hunting. I also wonder if I have to do maybe like poke this thing while he's not looking, but I kind of doubt it because it's just going to trigger the alarm.
As I
anyway.
reached toward the display case, I froze.
No, monsieur. No, et no.
Okay,
He
okay.
doesn't even turn around for that.
It was a statue from ancient Egypt. The statue didn't deserve to be mauled by a Philistine like me. The case contained a collection of rocks. They were all shapes and colors, but they were still rocks. Above them, a sign read, L'âge paléolithique.
Well, so the gear means that you can interact with it, and the magnifying glass means that you can examine it. But in all cases, if you so that's the left click behavior, and in all cases there's a right click that gives like a brief, just examine description. So it's like right click is look, and then left click is do what the icon says, and then in the magnifying glass's case, that's like look closer.
The case contained some fragments of pottery. They looked to me like broken flower pots. Above them, a sign read, L'âge paléolithique. The case contained 2 rows of silver coins. Each coin on the lower row showed a portrait of a guy with a huge nose. I tried to sneak my hand inside while the guard wasn't looking, but the case was locked. I tried to raise the glass cover of the case, but it didn't budge.
Yeah, maybe I can. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if I can. I'll wait for him to turn around and look the other way, and then I'll see if I can open the window. Yeah, there we go.
The rod turned
Okay.
smoothly, and the window above me opened.
Perfect. Okay, yes. Great. And he doesn't notice.
High above me was a window. The window was wide open.
Can you... Oh. Oh, and then he closes it again. Oh, Well, that's a problem. Oh, wait. Ooh, I know. I know what I have to do. Okay. I have an idea. Alright, so... Let's do this. Close the window. And then... While he's walking over there and closing the window, I'm gonna go in here. Yeah. 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 There we go. Ah. Awesome. I was never here. Like a ninja.
It is closing time, Monsieur Lobineau.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, Monsieur.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Trapped, dehydrates to death, suffocates, and then someone opens the sarcophagus to find him with a dagger in his chest. Yeah. Good job, George. That's awfully roomy in that sarcophagus. Yeah, the entire French language is a front. Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you, George.
Hey, Guido! Look at this!
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
Yep, there's the Guido pronunciation. Whoop-de-doop-doo, I'm gonna save my game. This seems like a good place to possibly die. Oh, ooh, I bet I have to knock that down on top of them. Let's talk to them.
Oh, Guido!
Hello.
What's the big idea, you dummy? Shine the light down here.
The mummy! It's come alive!
If that's a mommy, I'm glad I'm an orphan.
Oh, yep. Oh, I am dead. Sometime later. Wait. Oh, okay. Death number 2, actually. The first death was when I tried to leave the hotel with the manuscript in my possession. And they searched me, and they found me, and they killed me. Yep, same murderers. Same guys. Alright, Oh, okay, yeah, if I just move it all. Alright.
What's the... If
Blah. Hey, good evening, Omega number. We are dead. Death number 3? Why 3? Well, I guess, like, yeah, because I did die to them multiple times, but it's only the second, like, unique death. Alright, so I think what I have to do, actually, is this. Oh, okay, there we go. Whew!
what the... Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Oh! Wow. What? Who the what? Holy crap. What just happened?
And when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor Georges.
What just
What
happened?
a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean
I thought so.
it was you who stole the tripod?
Nice,
Oh,
Nico.
hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
That's a
Donne
Britishism.
ce que Georges plaît.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod.
Oh my god, Nico.
Aren't you going to try putting the gem on the tripod?
I guess so.
Yeah, pantomime cat is an extremely British thing to say.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Not,
The gem fits perfectly, but
not American.
what does that prove?
Just stuff that into your jacket.
Maybe the tripod has to be in a certain location.
There's nothing on the manuscript to indicate where, though, is there?
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from André Lobineau.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all.
Oh, okay, good.
It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the Knight's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bear that crest.
I sure hope so.
Not entirely sure we can trust Lobineau. But he is a veritable font of information, so, I mean, that's a good thing, I guess.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Maybe.
That's the tripod we borrowed from the museum. That's the gem that Pegram found in Loch Marne. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
I mean,
I
I guess
have to go.
I guess people think
Already?
it's like,
You only just arrived.
Time and tide wait for no man.
Okay, I'll see you later.
I don't know, I mean, I guess people think it's like immature or something, which, I mean, who are you to judge? Who cares? Let people dress how they want. If you want to dress as a cat, fucking do it.
It was a simple but elegant tripod made of metal, with traces of colored enamel still visible in places.
Not necessarily. I've known some furries who have several. You might have one that's like your main. Like, think of it as like MMO alts. Yeah, I have my main persona, and then these are my alts. I don't know if so if you guys have seen so there's if any of you guys watch Drawfee on YouTube, there are like a bunch of artists who like draw based on prompts that people suggest, and pretty sure one of them in their most recent video drew my persona. Which was like mermaids based on like interesting or like real life fish, and one of them drew a hagfish mermaid. Me. I have a weird obsession with hagfish because they're fucking amazing. They're like the grossest things in the world, and I love them to pieces. Let's see. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, let's go talk to Lobineau. So, returning to the scene of the crime, like every good criminal does. Yeah. Oh, wow. And you managed to fix the glass case, amazingly. Or replace it with a new one. So, guard, what's new?
Pardon me. Oui, monsieur? Oh, it's you. Well, what do you want now? You're not going to try to hide in that closet again, are you?
Oh yeah, I mean, they were part of the College Humor Coles, but they are still doing their own thing. Because they have a pretty significant following, which they absolutely deserve, and I'm very glad that they're still going.
What can you tell me about the collection of pottery?
Those are remains of pots used by the original inhabitants of Paris. The Paris pot people.
When did they move out?
15,000 years ago, monsieur. Vanished in the mists of time. Didn't even have time to pack up their pots.
I think I already talked to this guy about these.
I thought the original inhabitant...
That is right, monsieur. You see.
Yeah.
If you flip Naturally.
I guess they must have...
Yeah, we...
Yeah, I already talked to him about these.
You don't know the first thing about...
No.
What can you tell...
Our example, that little old lady, they're unique.
What can you tell me about the collection
Wait.
of coins?
Our example of silver coinage from the reign of Philippe le Bel. That little old lay buried for centuries in a field on the outskirts of Paris. They're unique. Nothing like them has been found anywhere else in Europe.
That might be relevant.
I hear your tripod was stolen.
Nothing travels faster than bad news. It is true. It happened last night. I always said that alarm was no good.
So, what if I told you I had your tripod?
Do you recognize this tripod?
It is vaguely familiar.
I should think it is.
Very similar to the one which we used to have here at the museum. In fact,
That's what I thought.
but this is obviously a poor copy.
Right.
You are the worst guard ever.
Do you want to borrow this tripod to replace the one which was stolen?
No, thank you. Someone would be bound to notice the deception.
Sure.
Thanks for your help.
I like how I'm just showing the tripod, the gem, to like everybody. Because that's totally not a terrible idea. Hey, and the totem poles
Hi, Andre.
back in one piece.
Hello, Georgie.
What's with the long face?
Haven't you heard? The tripod was stolen.
No kidding.
I just don't get it. So many other treasures, and the thieves choose the tripod.
A modern-day alchemist, perhaps?
Who knows? There's no shortage of crazies in Paris. Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie boy.
Shut up.
I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
You've met her before, though.
Well, we, of course.
Why are you, like, making eyes at someone who apparently, like, you've talked to?
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
What story does the manuscript tell?
Modern day?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, we pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras,
Who's he?
a Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Alright.
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie. He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh,
The spotlight of history moved on. They're probably long dead.
I bet there's a descendant of them kicking around somewhere.
do you think the manuscript could be the map to the Templar treasure?
Frankly, no. That's too far-fetched. The manuscript is interesting enough and a rare find, but that's all.
Wouldn't it be terrific if it was a map, though? The treasure of the Knights Templar.
A romantic notion, Georgie, but extremely improbable.
I bet he's just saying that to throw me off, because I bet he is like just as interested in it as we are, and he's trying to get there first. Yeah, I bet you're right. I think Spain will be our next destination.
Oh, Andre?
Oui?
What would you say if I told you I knew who'd taken the tripod?
I'd call the police and have them arrested.
That's what I thought.
Who was it?
Oh, I don't know, really. It was just a hypothetical question.
That's too bad. If I could get my hands on the thief, I'd wring his neck.
What if it was a very sexy neck?
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Then I'd wring it sexily. All right. Okay then. Let's go maybe talk to the police, see what they have to say about all this, if anything. Perhaps get ourselves arrested. Huh. I just noticed that one of these lights is out. That's a nice little detail.
Excuse me.
Stobart! I did not expect to see you so soon after that unfortunate business at the museum.
Inspector Rosso was completely satisfied with my explanation.
Ah, yes. You were accidentally trapped in an Egyptian sarcophagus.
It could happen to anyone.
Indeed. As could being knocked unconscious by a wooden salmon. What do you want now?
Hey, if you're playing Shadow Hearts, that could easily happen. Also, I forgot to mention, Nico can also sometimes act as a hint NPC when you call her on the telephone, which I keep forgetting is an option.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur.
But she doesn't always
Stobart is here to see you, monsieur.
give you hints on the phone.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
That's true. You're right. It's a tuna,
Very well.
not a salmon.
What now, monsieur?
Maybe not.
Yeah, right.
So long, Inspector.
I just wanted to get you up out of your seat and watch your ass as you walk away. Yes, tornado. Because tunas are freaking huge, which I think is why they're used as weapons. They're enormous. Yeah, okay. Wait, let's go talk to Nico real quick, see if I can be like, hey, I'm going to Spain. Short sword. Yeah, like Florentine. Tuna in one hand, salmon in the other. Although I guess with a tuna you need both hands. That's like that's like your claymore. The tuna is
It's me again.
the claymore of fish.
Hi, Georges.
But I wish I had a quote. Oh, I'm sitting on the couch now.
Look, about that tripod.
I hope you're still not angry with me.
Oh no, not really. That was some feat. Abseiling through the skylight, I mean.
That's another
I
British
haven't
word.
done anything like that since I was at school.
You were great. But next time you plan a stunt like that, please warn me.
Yep, repelling an American. I actually, when I was working on, I worked on Tomb Raider Underworld. I was on the QA team for that, and abseiling was like Lara can there's a repelling function in the game, and the manual referred to it as abseiling, and I wrote a bug saying, hey, this is not an American word. Americans might not understand what you're talking about. I don't think they ever fixed it though.
What do you think the purpose of this tripod is?
On the manuscript, the gem is shown mounted on top of it.
So, we risked a criminal charge to steal a display stand?
Don't ask me. Maybe it's intended to hold the gem in a specific position.
What do you think the...
I'm not sure.
What do you think...
I'm not sure.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Hey, just makes myself comfy on her couch. It takes 3 characters to hold the tuna. That sounds about right. Yeah, I wish I had a quote bot so that things like the tuna is the claymore of fish could remain in perpetuity. Ah, here we go. Spain. A la España. Aha. Cool. Now we're in a country where I can sort of speak the language. Better than I can French, anyway. Well, because Andre told him about it. He told him where the what family the Spanish knight would have his coat of arms was associated with. I don't know how he found this specific place, but I mean, I guess he's smart enough to do his own research to an extent.
I'm no student of architecture, but the little building looked old. I wondered if it was some sort of summer house.
Look at that effect. That's so cool. That is really well done. The rainbow and the spray of water. That's awesome. That's so good.
There was a crotchety old guy watering the lawn. If this garden was all his own work, he was more capable than he looked.
How do you know he's crotchety if you haven't even talked to him yet? Yeah, that's so good. I wonder if I can get a screenshot of that. I mean, it looks better in motion, but let's see. Hold on. Bear with me for a moment. Nope, not quite. Hold on. How about that? Nope, missed it again. Gotta get the timing right. Oops. There we go. That's good. Cool. I'm gonna keep that screenshot because it's awesome. Love it. Oops. Cool. Just for funsies. Yeah, exactly. Like it's not it's not actually like any kind of very sophisticated like CG generating a rainbow with the sprays of water. It's just there. It's clearly like a static rainbow. It's still cool though. It's a nice little detail. Let's see. Oh, there was a oh, okay, in there. Yeah. Good stuff.
The main part of the house was old, but nowhere near as old as the gatehouse section.
Yeah, totally. Like you absolutely would have gotten the same idea would have come across by just doing the water spray. Like here is a guy watering the lawn, done. But yeah, adding the rainbow is just just beautiful attention to detail there. Very cool.
The hose ran from some sort of utility room all the way to the lawn.
I'm sensing a deja vu of the guy in the hospital with his Mr. Shiny or whatever the hell he called his floor polisher. All right, mister, talk to me. Significant other. Yeah.
Hi, is this the De Vasconcelos house?
That is a thing that bugs me.
Who wants to know?
I could tell the old coot was going to be trouble. My name's George Stobart. I was wondering whether...
The house is not open to the public.
This is the de Vasconcelos house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
Look, all I want is to speak to the head of the household.
There is no household. Only the Countess and myself.
That's the thing that bugs me from a linguistics standpoint. Conchelos, pronouncing the CE in a Spanish word as ch. That is not a thing that happens in Spanish. That's Italian. It would be Vasconcelos. Spanish is always, it's pronounced exactly how it looks for the most part, except for like the double L and like J's. But I mean, it's all very like, everything you see is what you get as long as you know the rules. I'm not explaining it very well, but anyway, yeah, it annoys me. People do the same thing with dulce de leche. People pronounce it dulce de leche. No, that's wrong. It's dulce. The lisps there's actually rules for when you lisp the S and when you don't, but I don't know what they are because that's a very specific dialect of Spanish that I'm not familiar with. Well, not really a dialect of Spanish, but it's not the same as like Mexican Spanish and Spain Spanish are two different things. Yeah, Castilian, yes, or Catalan. And I know there's rules for it, and I don't know what they are.
What do you know about the Templars?
Sip time.
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tell me about the Countess de Vasconcelos.
Castellano, yeah, you're right.
She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need to know.
You don't even know what I have to talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
Mexican, Spain, Spanish, more similar or more different than American and British English. I don't really know enough of either of them to know the answer to that. I would say they're more different. Just guessing, because, well, I don't know, really. Because I mean, the grammar and stuff is the same, but the pronunciation is different in some cases, and some of the words might be different too. But I don't know. I can't really. I don't really have the proper education to confidently say one way or the other.
Yeah, that's it. The Countess has won the lottery, and I'm here to give her the check.
Marvelous. May I see it?
No. No, I have to deliver it to her in person.
The Countess doesn't do the lottery.
Oh, for crying out loud. Why'd you lead me on then?
To amuse myself. To make you look a fool. To make you go away.
I also feel like this guy is being given more of a Mexican Spanish accent than a Spanish accent, but again, I haven't really heard enough actual Spanish people speak to really know for sure. And a lot of people who don't speak Spanish assume they're the same, which is not true.
I don't suppose this red nose means anything to you, does it?
Ha! El Flojo!
El who?
El Flojo! He is a clown on state television.
Spitting.
Oh. Is he any good?
He is as funny as scabies. Without the laughs.
Ouch. The way you heard it, there was a king with a lisp, so the masses were commanded to pronounce. I didn't know that. That is not. I've never heard that story before. I believe you.
Do you recognize
That's
this
pretty
man?
funny.
No.
Well, even if it's an urban legend, it's a good one.
See this gem? Men have died for it.
Do I look as if I care?
This lab pass mean anything to you?
Nothing.
Do you know what this is?
See, I have a similar tool for opening culverts on the estate.
That C should have an accent mark over the I.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
I don't smoke.
Have you got any use for a fistful of plaster?
No.
What do you make of this?
So that's it. You're a salesman.
Sure.
If I was hawking medical supplies, I can think of better places to hawk them.
I'm selling these fine leather blood pressure sleeves.
Would you like to shake hands?
I do not think so, senor.
Look at this tissue.
It's a tissue with some greasy muck on it.
Yes, that's right. What do you think of this tripod?
I think nothing of it.
Okay. Well, I'll see you around.
Adios.
Cool. All right then. Can I go over there? Ooh, he totally just sprayed his hose all over me. This should be like another variation of the goat puzzle, where like if I walk onto the lawn, he sprays me with his hose. I thought it was like something to do with like where they appear in the word, or like what other sounds appear before or after them, but again, I haven't looked too much into it, and I'm not going to read the Wikipedia article right now, not while I'm streaming. But yes, that is a thing that I probably should educate myself on, because it's cool. And I like linguistic nerdery, because that's what I studied in college.
Down below the estate, I could see the sea stretching away. It was a beautiful sight, and looked a lot like the scene from the manuscript. I wanted to go swimming, but I didn't have the time.
Or the bathing suit.
From a distance, I thought it might be a summer house. Close up, I wasn't so sure.
Oh, you know what I bet this is? I bet this is a tomb or something.
From a distance, close up, it looked kind of sinister. From a distance, close up, the door was a handsome piece of work, in keeping with the ornateness of the rest of the building.
I bet I can't open it.
Rats! It's locked.
What's that?
The statue on the top of the building looked like the one in the Parisian church. He seemed to be looking out to sea. For what? I wasn't about to go clambering on rooftops if I didn't have to.
You'll climb up a stack of hay to a castle wall, but you won't climb up on a roof. But then again, he did just say, if I didn't have to. Alright, well, let's see if I can get into the house. Oh, I think, sorry, I totally missed your question. I think Kobold Underlord, you were asking what the hand icon was in the house. And that means that the hand icon means that there is an entrance, or like a way to go. At the edge of the screen, it's like, it means you can scroll the screen, but where there's an entrance or an exit, it means you can go that way. I love it when, yeah, this just shows that the screen will extend in a direction farther past where you're looking, which is extremely helpful, and I could think of some games that could use that icon that don't have it. I'm looking at you, Simon the Sorcerer. What happens if I do this?
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
Oh, fine. I just want to unscrew it, or unfasten it. Oh yeah, loom. Yep, it would help with loom too. Nope.
Hey, you.
Yeah? What is it?
You would not like it if people just wandered into your home, would you?
Well, no, I guess not.
Then show a little consideration.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Can I go this way? Is that a different exit? That looks like a different way to go. Yeah. I'm an adventure game protagonist, damn it.
It was then I realized I'd left home without my pocket siege engine. That didn't look like a good way in. A portcullis says things a no trespassing sign never can. The older part of the house looked like the remains of a castle gatehouse. Was this what the clues were pointing to? I couldn't get in that way.
Directly behind the gardener? Where? No, I don't see one. Wait. Is that just the way to the... I think that's just the way to the tomb or whatever it is. Oh, but... Oh, there's one further that way, though. Through the gate. So let me go there next. Okay, yeah, that's just the way to the tomb. Assuming it's a tomb. Or crypt, or whatever you want to call it. Mausoleum. I'm pretty sure there's a technical definition of all those. Oh, it might be. Well, I mean, I'll look. Couldn't hurt to check. I kind of wish I could up his walking speed a little bit. Yeah, I'm just assuming.
Down the long, dusty driveway was a road along which a bus traveled maybe twice a day. I knew because I'd arrived on one. And no way was I leaving until I'd got something concrete to show Nico.
Okay, well, never mind then. I would love to talk to this countess.
Hello again.
Buenos dias.
You again.
Yep, and it's a real bonus to see your smiling face, too.
Oh, the snark.
What do you think of this tripod?
I think nothing of it.
Do you know what this is?
See.
I'll be going.
Adios.
It's a nice house. Probably something I have to do with his hose. Probably have to, like, distract him somehow. Is there anywhere else I can go from here? Any further? Over this way? No? Okay.
The hose ran from some sort of utility room all the way to the lawn.
I can't just pick it up, but...
I didn't like the idea.
Can't just, like, tie a knot in it or something? Ooh, wait! Yeah! That's an adventure game-ass inventory puzzle right there. That is some adventure game logic.
My hose has stopped.
Yeah?
See, my hose never stops.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an
Sounds like a
end.
personal problem.
Did you have anything to do with it? See, you.
Well, I'm shocked. I'm mortified. How could you think such a thing?
Very easily, senor. Very easily. I'm going to find out why my hose has stopped. And that means going into the house. You are not, absolutely not, to go in the house. If you do go in the house, I will set the dogs on you.
Yep, adios is basically the same thing as the same origins as goodbye in English. God be with you. And yeah, like adios to literally to God. It's kind of annoying, like, how many of our frequently used phrases are just, like, involve God in some way. Like, those of us who are not religious kind of just use religious phrases all the time without meaning to. That's why I don't say bless you when people sneeze. Because, like, what if they don't want to be blessed? Ooh, yes, let's see if I can meet the dogs. That head looks weird. Like it's oriented in the wrong direction. Or the horns are like sideways or something. It's freaking me out. I don't like looking at it.
A big chandelier, studded with plain white candles. Probably pretty impressive when all lit up. And it must keep the moth population down. I couldn't go up there.
That's true, yeah. All the days of the week. I mean, English in general is just like a big mishmash of like weird borrowed phrases and stuff anyway.
Must have been traveling pretty fast when he hit the wall. I didn't want an example of the taxidermist's art. Must have been traveling pretty fast.
It's the Sierra Moose. How did it escape from a Sierra game?
There was a big aspidistra sitting on a table in the hall.
Have a blessed day. Oof.
I didn't want a pot plant. There was no way that I wanted to draw attention to myself.
Aw, but I want to meet the dogs.
I love suits of armor. Who doesn't?
A moose once bit my sister. Yep.
The armor was about my size. I had a mental vision of putting it on and clanking off to see the Countess, with the gardener hanging hopelessly on the outside trying to stop me. Apart from being stupid and unworkable, it was a great plan.
I like this plan. You should do it, George. Where does that go? Oh! That's where the dogs are. I want to meet the dogs. Uh-oh.
Hey, you.
Who, me?
Come here.
No, just leave. Slap.
Look, senor. All I want is a quiet life. A life without mad, house-breaking foreigners in it. Understand?
Look, I just wanted to, use the bathroom.
Leave now, please.
Okay, I'm going.
Looks like a Wolverine. Yeah, it kind of does. I was thinking hyena, but you might be right. Just shake. I'm gonna go back in the house. Let's climb the stairs, perhaps? Oh, damn.
Hey, you on the stairs.
Oops.
Hi. It's
I
me.
know this doesn't look good, but
This is the second time I've caught you skulking around in here. If I find you in here once more, I'd call the police.
there's no reason to drag the police into this. I
do not want to hear your excuses. Leave.
Okay, don't get excited.
I wonder... Yeah, it might be. I'm gonna try it. I wonder if maybe I have to undo what I did with the hose. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can get caught and arrested and perhaps thrown into the river again.
There was Nope. I was persona non grata with the gardener. I didn't want to provoke him without good reason.
Hey, you on the stairs.
Oops.
I know this doesn't look good, but I...
Right. This is the last time. I'm calling the police.
Don't do that. I only wanted to talk to the Countess.
Believe me, she does not want to talk to you.
You don't know that. Why don't you ask her?
Yeah.
She has no time for the living, only for the ghosts of the past.
I am one of the ghosts of the
Please.
past.
You have no idea how important this is.
You're right. I don't. Nor do I care. Out.
Okay already, I'm going.
Okay, he didn't call the police. Sad face. So the Countess is only interested in the ghosts of the past, which... I wonder if I can maybe do something with that information. Like, now I'm thinking like Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, like creating an actual ghost or something. Agitate the dog somehow, then hide behind a suit of armor. Let's try that. It seems like a... That seems like a plan that might work.
I hid behind the armor and waited for developments.
Good thought.
Hey, you. I know you are there, American. All right, you dogs. I'm coming.
He's not hiding very well, to be fair. Also, like, peripheral vision would easily spot him. What is this, Metal Gear? I feel like I'd be better at hiding in a cardboard box. But hey, that worked. Hooray! Hit Gardner with a manhole opener. I know, right? Like, you'd think that I get to do stuff like that more often. Then again, this is an adventure game, and violence is never the answer. Unless
It was just a little utility room with no exit. Unless you counted the window. And I didn't.
Violence is only the answer in an adventure game if you're playing full throttle.
It was just a little... Unless you...
Alright, Countess. Comtessa.
Madre Dios, who are you?
My name's George Stobart. I'm sorry to burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
Please, if you'd just listen a minute.
Very well. State your business, Senor Stobart.
There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here.
Here? There is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What do you mean?
This whole thing ties in somehow with the Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar are dust.
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they have planted some clues here.
Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges into my home?
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing...
You'll be spending the night at the police station. Very well. Please, sit down.
Why?
Thank you.
I mean, that sounds even more suspicious. Let me have a look around your house. I don't know what that white thing on the wall by the hose was. It wasn't interactable. I tried mousing over it, but it didn't. It looked like it was like a light switch or something. I don't know. Yeah, that sure is a giant Templar cross right there. Did it? I don't think it did, but I'll look again if I get a chance.
I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
You should be asking how my family were involved, Senor Stobart. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago, and as for the De Vasconcelos, the line dies with me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
She also pronounced it wrong.
Okay, whatever happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Obviously.
So, what do you have around here that's early medieval?
Sounds like such a
Early medieval.
like a con
Let
artist.
me think. Well, the house is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old. Or, of course, the chess set.
That chess set is over 600 years old? It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I wouldn't either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children. Sorry.
I know, right?
Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete.
Oh.
One of the pieces is a modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago.
Nobody has any idea where it is?
No. The children had it when they were taken.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobart.
Oh boy. Ooh, this is gonna get interesting.
May I examine the chess set?
Certainly. But do not move any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks.
Stare.
Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd about the set. All of the original pieces had irregular bases.
Oh, hello.
My lady, I have to warn you, there's a...
Speaking in English.
You! Why, I'll feed you to the dogs.
Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dogs?
But, my lady...
Never without my permission. Senor Stobart, if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now, I want to show you something interesting. Follow me.
Oh, cool. Is it the dogs?
Lopez, unlock the door, por favor. This is the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary with the Templars.
Nice. What is it, a summer house?
A mausoleum, Senor Stobart.
Yay!
Oh.
Come with me.
Hey, senor.
Yeah?
I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you.
You've got nothing to worry about. Aren't you coming in?
No, the dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
I'm reminded of the florist in Grim Fandango. No, I don't think so either.
Wow, this is old.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting place for the De Vasconcelos Templars.
It's well maintained.
These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here at least once a week to say a prayer for them.
Mind if I have a look around?
By all means.
Cool. I should probably start overwriting some of these saves. Yeah, I do too.
The mausoleum contained 5 tombs for 5 of the Knights Templar, man-size in marble.
What are you talking to?
I wasn't about to start heaving at sarcophagus lids with the Countess standing there.
I don't know, I haven't counted. It's just
The mausoleum contained for man-size.
it's just a little bit annoying having to scroll all the way down every time I want to make a new save file.
Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit.
It clearly has been lit at some point because look at that wax drip. But then again, if it had been lit, then it wouldn't be tapered like that. It would have a dent in the top.
I couldn't reach up there.
How do I set this candle on fire? Probably with this thing.
It was a rod with a cone and a hook on the end. I guessed it was for snuffing out the big candle in the chandelier.
Which had never been lit.
High up in the dome were windows. I guessed they might open them to make it less stuffy in there. I couldn't climb up there without breaking something. Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again.
I assumed it was for opening and closing that window.
A big statuette of the Virgin Mary kept an eye on the place. It was too delicate to move. In front of the shrine was a lectern with a Bible on it. On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey, it's a checkerboard! The lectern top had a pattern of glass squares on it. Close up, I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern. Some of the squares had little jagged holes in the middle. Close up over some of the...
That's probably where the chess pieces go.
May I ask you something?
You may ask.
You certainly know your history.
What's your opinion of the Templars, Senor Stobart?
The Templars? Well, they seem no worse than a lot of the knightly orders.
You are mistaken. Compared to the simpering politicians of the Hospitallers or the brutish Teutonics, the Knights Templar were the embodiment of chivalry. The filthy, money-grabbing French king and his pet pope did a great wrong. A bane settled upon my family at the whim of that self-seeking tyrant.
It was all a long time ago.
Some things don't die. Injustice is one of them.
Hold a grudge much?
Who exactly are these people?
My ancestors. These 5 men were all members of the Templars.
5 ancestors in the order. You must be very proud.
Not 5, 6.
Where's the 6th knight?
He was lost to us.
You lost an ancestor?
It is a family matter. It can have no relevance.
Well, it's connected with the curse of the De Vasconcelos, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I hope you will honor my desire not to talk about it.
Okay, well, I'll leave it for now.
I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about it eventually. Yeah, like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, they lifted symbolism from, like, various other groups for this as well. I also recall they used the chessboard motif in Gabriel Knight 3, but that wasn't specifically about the Templars. It had some Templar stuff in it, but it wasn't... I think there was other stuff. Not just them.
That's a big candle. Where would you buy a thing like that from?
You could not. It is an antique, unique to my knowledge.
Just how old is it?
It dates from the Middle Ages, when the Moors controlled Spain. The candle was to be lit as a signal to the estate workers if the Moors attacked.
Huh. Interesting.
Is the Virgin Mary really the right person to be sharing a mausoleum with 5 knights?
You are showing your ignorance, Senor Stobart. The Templars were dedicated to the Virgin Mary.
What's the story with the glass chessboard?
Glass chessboard? Oh, the pattern on the lectern, purely decorative, I'm sure.
There are pieces of glass missing from it.
Yeah.
Oh, it has been like that since I was a girl.
The gaps in the glass chessboard look awfully deliberate.
No, it is ridiculous. What possible significance can it have?
It's part of a chessboard, and the gaps are for...
Senor Stobart, you cannot mean...
This place was built for the Templars. Your chess set is as old as the Templars. It's kind of suggestive, isn't it? I think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary.
She believes me.
Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here? And in all of this time we failed to realize that there was a puzzle?
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Right. Well, no time for wallowing in self-pity, eh, Senor Stobart? This mystery has had a good long run, but it ends here and now.
All those years of fatalism were falling away from her.
And then she has a heart attack and keels over.
Lopez! Lopez! Put that hose down and listen! Go to the house and get my chess set. Yes, the old chess set! Oh, damn the game! Now hurry!
You never realized you were in an adventure game this whole time.
My, this is exciting, is it not?
Don't get too excited. This could be a blind alley.
Oh, I do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy? You know, I think I am.
Yeah, I choose to believe Lopez just, like, lets out a string of curses. I haven't asked her about any of my inventory items.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Oh, dear. El Flojo.
That would be the TV clown, yeah?
Clown in all important aspects. Apart from the one about being funny.
Yeah, I like her too.
Do you recognize this man?
No, I have never seen him before in my life. Who is he?
I've got a couple of names for him, but they're probably false. He's the killer.
No, his face is utterly unfamiliar.
Good. At least he hasn't been here. Yet.
The killer? What killer? She doesn't know he's a killer. Oh, interesting. I can't even talk to her about the gem. There's like no response.
Does this lab pass mean anything to you?
Nothing at all.
Do you know what this is?
No, it looks very practical, though.
Yes.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Club Alamut. Not an establishment that I am familiar with, a young man.
Yes, we forgot to write that line. At least it didn't crash.
Maybe not. Would you like to shake hands?
A formal bow will suffice.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
Where is this line of questioning going?
Nowhere helpful.
At least he admits it. Oh, okay. I feel like, so these probably don't get lines because I'm not supposed to ask about them yet. Maybe, like, there's something I have to do first.
While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything?
It all began at the time of the dissolution of the Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos. Is he the guy who went missing?
Si, but he had reckoned without the local bishop. Their bishop envied us our lands and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy.
I misread that as PayPal.
Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys when the Inquisition arrived.
The PayPal edict.
When Don Carlos returned, it was to find his loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
Oh, we will never know. The bishop denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance. But witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
Shit.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone. He was never seen again. Ah, Lopez, you have the pieces.
Si, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor, Senor Stobart, would you be so kind?
My lady.
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobart's motives are pure.
Very well, my lady.
Calm your tits, Lopez.
My lady seems to trust you.
But you don't.
No, senor.
Well, glad we had this little talk.
It fits, Senor Stobart. It fits.
Working quickly, I found which pieces went into which holes.
Yes, off to the police station or the dogs, whichever comes first. Perhaps the police dogs. Ooh. Neat. I like this music. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh god, is this... Please don't let this be a sliding tile puzzle.
Maybe not.
I don't see any interactiveness. Can I just leave? Can I... Huh. Okay, good, I can save. That's at least good. Because it's probably about time for me to wrap it up. Yeah, well, there is a missing piece, I think, right? There's supposed to be like a missing chess piece. Let's just click on all of them and see what happens. Oh, there we go. Wait, am I... Okay, wait, so let me see if I can figure out... Okay, so what's what? Okay, so we have rooks, are these guys. I believe those are the kings. That's the queen. These are pawns. That's bishop. Are those pawns? Yeah. Those have to be bishops, and I guess those are knights. Yeah, those are knights. What am I even supposed to be doing here, I wonder? Temple shield guys? What temple shield guy? Oh, this guy? Those are the knight. Oh, let's see. King and bishop are in the same row as the other king. Well, okay. Hang on. Well, the two bishops are on... Oops. No. Well, okay. No. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Defend against checkmate. So, okay, alright, so... Okay, so in that case, we definitely don't... Okay, so starting with the queen, who's the most maneuverable piece, we definitely don't want the king here. So, okay, so... Oops. Wait. So my first instinct is to put the king in the middle. And then let's see, so... What can take the king from here? Yeah, I think this is a bad place to be. We don't want him here because then either of the knights could take him. Also, the bishop could take him there. We don't want him there because the bishop could take him there. And the rooks could take him here. So it's got to be like... Yeah, the top two spaces can't hold the king. That's what I've figured out as well. But I wonder what we're supposed to do with the other ones, though. The pawns can't take him no matter what, because they basically can't do anything from where they are. Maybe I have to just... Oh, maybe, yeah. In which case... Ooh. No? No, we don't want him there because then the rook will take him. Right, but the knight can also take him here. But then, oh, maybe you're right. Maybe he can go, like, maybe the king can go here, and then the knight can go here, and then the bishop... That doesn't leave me anywhere to put the bishop, though. Oh, okay. That was it, apparently. Neat.
Senor Stobart, look!
What is that? It's not the Holy Grail, is it?
No, Senor Stobart. It is the communion chalice of the De Vasconcelos. Missing for almost 700 years.
Rad.
Wow. Well, go on.
I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real.
Go ahead. Live a little.
Are you sure? This is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobart.
Yeah, but it's your,
Sure, I'm
it's
sure.
your life.
The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later.
Oh, God. Da-na-na-na. Cool.
So the curse of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no, the Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's all part of the same thing. The chalice is important,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
she is.
The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will.
Yeah. Also, I mean, it's not like George has not been embroiled with an older aristocrat lady before. Lady Piermont, now Countess de Vasconcelos.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Alright. On that note, we will end for the night. And maybe we'll talk to Nico some more tomorrow or something. Or not tomorrow, but next week. Yes, definitely save game time. We made some good progress today. I feel good about this. Oh God. Madame Cazanou. Yeah, that was fun. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for helping me puzzle this out. And let's see. Tomorrow will be more Deadly Premonition, which I'm also looking forward to. And Reciteer on Wednesday. I was thinking about doing my 1,000 follower special this coming weekend, but I think I may end up having other plans this weekend, so maybe the weekend after that instead. Still kind of up in the air, but I'm still thinking about it. I want to do it soon, so I don't keep putting it off. Right now, I still like the idea of doing Monkeython. Someone also suggested doing Eye of the Beholder, so I might do that if there's not enough hours in the Monkey Island series. I think I may go for Eye of the Beholder to fill up the rest of the time. But we'll see. Let's see. Who can I raid? Oh, cool. Ooh. Jessa Kid is playing White Day, a labyrinth named School, and I think she was streaming that last week as well, and I ended up not hosting her. I rated someone else instead, but I want to rate her this time because White Day is, from what I've seen, it's awesome, and I want to see more of it. So, yes, thank you again for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow, and let me find the thing. There she is. Yes, let's raid that. Cool, yeah. Good night, Kobold Underlord. Thanks for coming by. Always a pleasure. Have fun, everyone. Take care. See you tomorrow. Good night.